Respected ladies and gentlemen, good morning. My subject is the existing Hindu culture and traditions in Bihari community in Myanmar. Welcome to Zayawadi, where majority of Bihari Hindu resides. The below essay is on the existing living Hindu traditions and culture of Bihari community in Myanmar. It all started when the British government offered about the 20,000 acres of virgin land to their faithful Maharaja of Dumrao from Bihar in the British India. This place is called Zayawadi, which is located 146 miles north of Yangon on the Yangon-Manly Old Motorway. This was a virgin land filled with forest and wild animals. At first, Sri Harihar Prasad, the Maharaja's courtsman, brought uneducated Hindu farmers from Patna, Ara, Chhapra, and Balia districts by ships for settled down starting from 1886. The farmers cleared the forest and created farmlands. They also built huts to live as their dwellings. The primary farm product was rice, beans, pulses, and sugarcane, their consumptions. The sole purpose of the planting sugarcane is to set up an enormous sugar mill brought in from Glasgow in 1934. This mill was producing 1,000 bags of sugar each day. The Hindu traditions and culture came along with these farmers from India and were still flourishing today. These men wore dhoti and shirts, and women wore sari and blouse. Sometimes they used to play drums, brass cymbals, and sing traditional songs in the evening, as it was the only source of entertainment. When cultivating rice or reaping of the rice, the women used to chant and sing songs to work in joy to overcome their tiredness. And outside of every village, they had allotted sacred places for the goddess Kali, where put 7 half-sphere-shaped concrete blocks on the raised platforms. On special occasions, they pray and place offering on these sacred places. They continued to celebrate the traditional Hindu seasonal ceremonies such as Deepavali, Holi, Makar Sankranti, Shri Krishna Janmashtami, Ram Navami, Dashahara, Chhat in their villages as in Bihar. Holi. In the month of March, which is the first month of the year in Hindu calendar, they burn Holika, and the next day they celebrate Holi by throwing colors and colored water on goers. They also play the drums and brass cymbals and sing merrily. Youngsters would pay respect by placing the colors on the feet of their elders and would receive their blessings. Deepavali is celebrated in October or November on the darkest night of the moon, which is the month of Kartik in Hindu calendar. They would clean their entire houses and whitewash the walls to decorate them to celebrate. They will light diya, oil lanterns, in the line on the front of their house and around their wells and the sacred places where the tulsi, basil plant, is planted. They would also pray to Goddess Lakshmi at night for happiness and wealth. Sweetmeats such as laddu, barfi, and halwa were prepared to be treated and distributed to friends and relatives, paying respect to elders and would receive blessings. Makar Sankranti. Makar Sankranti usually falls on 14th of January, which is the month of Magh in Hindu calendar. They would perform Nahan or Birth in the Irrawaddy River, Sitang River, and Pew Creek, whichever is closer to their dwellings. This is during the cold season, and they would donate blankets for warmth and food such as jaggery, sesame, and ghee or butter, oil, etc. to the needy. Krishna Janmashtami. Krishna Janmashtami is the celebration of the birth of Lord Krishna and is celebrated in August, which is in the month of Bhado, the 6th month of the Hindu calendar. They would fast on this day and would chant and sing hymns to praise and pray to Lord Krishna, and would give away prasad, which can be bananas, puri, or mohan bhog. Chhat Puja. All the women in this community will take full parts in the Chhat Puja. They will fast on this day and will sing bhajan at temples with the whole night. And in the morning, they will pray for the Surya or the sun. And after that, distribute prasad or food to the children and who comes to the temple. Out of the 16 Hindu sanskara or rituals, they continue to practice only 5 or 6 in this Bihari community. The practicing ritual until current time are Jatak Karma. Jatak Karma. After the birth of a child, family will invite family and friends to feast where they will eat and then bless the child for health and happiness. Annaprasan Karma. When the child becomes 6 months, they will feed the kid with rice cooked in milk. This will be the first ever food besides the mother's breastfeeding. 3. Chuda Karma. At about the age of 3, the kid will be shaped of his or her. Likewise, family, friends, and well-wishers will be invited to feast, and they will all bless and pray for the kid's well-being. Upanayan Sanskar. These three sacred threads wearing ceremony is performed at the age between 5 and 12. Pyah Sanskar. The bride and the groom and both side family will choose an auspicious date to do the marriage ceremony. On the day of marriage, the groom's side parents, family, and guests will bring gold, jewelry, clothes, sweets, fruits, and gifts to the bride's house and will perform a customary marriage with a pandit or a priest. The last one is Antyeshti Karma. This is the last rite of cremation for a dead body. And after 10 or 13 days, they do a prayer service for the dead person and feed those who come to this prayer service. They also give out donations to Brahmins or towards other charitable schools and orphanages. Family structure. The oldest man is the head of the family, and all the male offspring and their wedded partners will stay together in the same dwelling. They will farm and work together for the entire family. Religious temples. These are 4 famous temples among the many others. They are Shiva temple. This is in a village. This is a Shiv temple, and oldest temple of Zyavdi. This temple, Narayanpur village, built in 1915. This is Shri Ram Janki temple, Zyavdi. Since it is in the heart of town, most Pandits will visit and perform prayer services at this temple, and the most community-related events were performed here. Shiva temple, Bansapti village, rebuilt in 2006. This is where the annual celebration of Mahar Shivratri takes place. Education. The founders of the sugar mill only allowed to open 3 primary schools as they did not want educated person around who might revolt against them. The villagers were not allowed to attend any other school other than in the Bihari colony. But in 1920, Pandit Haribadan Sharma opened a public school in Zyavdi with the approval of the British government in Myanmar. The school was named Shri Brahmin Mahasabha School. After the demise of Mahatma Gandhi, the school was renamed as Shri Gandhi Hindi Mahavidyalaya. Nobody was matriculated until 1946, as there were 4 students who went to Taungu district to appear for government examination and passed. This was the first ever achievement in this area. Another new school was opened named Navjivan English High School in 1949-50. Then afterwards, many others went to high schools in the other close by towns like Phu Township and Taungu district. Population. The very first arrives were like 4 to 5,000, and then it was gradually increased. Presently, approximately 80,000 people are still remaining in Zyavdi, Phu, and other close-by villages. Others had moved to other parts of Myanmar, such as Taungu, Yangon, Mandalay, to some other big cities looking for better pastures. The present situation, many youngsters are now the 7th generation of this community and were now well educated and had become many doctors, engineers, lawyers, and other scholars in different fields of study. Many others had become businessmen, and they had moved out from the family community dwelling for better prospects. Some had become very successful businessmen in Yangon, the economic capital of Myanmar. At present, with the revolutionary innovations such as TVs, computers, and sophisticated cell phones, the lives of many of these people in the community had changed drastically. Though with the change and spreading of the community to other parts of Myanmar, the lifestyle and the family values still remains the same as before. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Brajesh, for a very inspiring and presentation and the reflection on the current situations in Myanmar for Hindu people. Any question? I can take one. Yes.
Thank you for your beautiful presentation. It's not like a question, but I just want to share one thing, because Deepavali is a very important role, as well as Malaysia and as well as Myanmar. So Deepavali is a main festival, one of the main festival, but is it for only for Bihari people, or I think it is all Hindu people in Myanmar?
For all.
For all.
But I am especially here describe about the Bihari community.
Okay, and another thing is that Deepavali is the function of that when King Rama, it's a very good relation with Ramayana also, because when the Rama get back to Ayodhya after killing the demon Ravana, and I think that time this Deepavali is started from that. Because there is a celebration when Rama get back to Ayodhya, and they celebrate, and so this is
Yeah, I know about this story also. When the Rama came back to the
so there
Ayodhya,
is a deep relation is the Deepavali and Ramayana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we celebrated especially concerning with this Vedas, when the crops, after the reaping the crops from the farm, we get it back to the home. In that, about that concerning, we celebrate and we worship the Lakshmi.
Yeah.
About to get the happiness and
The prosperity.
yes, prosperity.
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Do you want to ask one quick question?
Okay, thank you for your presentation. Actually, I have two questions. In your presentation, you mentioned the wedding ceremony. So I would like to ask, how the local people pick the date for the wedding. And my second question is about the family structure. Usually, how many generation are gonna live together in one family? Thank you.
Actually, the wedding ceremony is very big, very long. Wedding ceremony, the process is very long. So I have to make this speech here only within 15 minutes. So I make it very short. And the family structure is like 3 generations, 4 generations living together. Now it's slowly going to split because of the youngsters going suppose some the young on mainly big cities, so they take their families along with them. Okay, thank you.